Today we will discuss some multiple choice questions, and this video is to make you a bit more confident in appearing your first unit test. And you know that in your first unit test you will be asked only multiple choice questions. Okay, so your first question is, when a glass rod is rubbed with silk, it so when a glass rod is rubbed against against silk cloth, a glass rod gets positively charged. So obviously silk will be negatively charged. So if silk rod is negatively charged, glass rod will give electron to silk cloth, and by doing this glass rod lose electron and a silk cloth gains electron. And if silk cloth gains electron, it will turn to negative and glass rod will turn to positive. So let's see the options. Silk, it gains, when a glass rod is rubbed with silk, it gains electron from silk. So this is not the correct answer. Silk gains electron from glass rod, gives electron to silk. So B should be the correct answer. B should be the correct answer. Glass rod gives electron to silk, and by doing this silk gets negatively charged and glass rod becomes positively charged. Okay, so for your first question, your correct option is B. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is, in general a metallic ropes are suspended on the carriers taking inflammable materials. The reason is, inflammable materials means petrol, diesel, etc., etc. So we see that a metallic ropes are suspended from the carrier tank to the ground, and this is done just because different layers of, suppose there is a petrol tank, and that petrol tanker is moving from one place to another place through a highway at high speed, and when they move from one place to another place, different layers of petrol rub each other, one is slides over each other, and this way friction is created in different layers of petrol, and this may cause the creation of charge. And if different kind of charges are produced, and if these different kind of charges come in very close contact to each other, then there is a possibility of creation of a spark, and if that spark happens, then the whole tanker will catch fire, and there is a chance of a heavy casualty or an accident. So let's see the options. This is done to neutralize the petrol tank, so that if any charge is created, then that charge through that suspended rope goes to the ground without causing any hazard or any danger. So let's see the options. A, control the speed of the carrier, not the answers. To keep the center of gravity of the it's absolute not applicable. To keep the body of the carrier in contact with the earth, yes, this is the right answer. To keep the body of the carrier in contact with the earth, so that if any charge is created inside the petrol tank, that charge can go to the ground with this metal rope. That is why that metal rope is used, so that if any charge is created inside the tanker, that charge goes safely to the ground and the tanker remains safe, no hazard takes place, none of these. So your correct answer option is C here. Your correct option is C here. Now question number 3. Question number 3. Two charges Q1 and Q2 are placed in vacuum at a distance d, and the force acting between them is F. If the medium of dielectric constant 4 is introduced around them, the force will be, let's see how it works. So, if you can see two charges Q1 and Q2 are placed at a distance d apart. So, force, Coulomb's force, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. If the space between them is vacuum, is Q1 into Q2 divided by d square. Clear? For vacuum. And if it is kept in a medium of dielectric K, then it becomes 1 by 4 pi F for epsilon naught now will be replaced by K. A plus epsilon naught will be replaced by K. That is into Q1 into Q2 divided by d square. Clear? So, how these two are related, and the value of K is 4. Fk is your 4, dielectricity is 4. So, it is going to be epsilon naught into K. So, it is going to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 4 into Q1 into Q2 divided by d square. Now, your Fk is equal to for 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 into we can write F. For this term I can write F. For this term, for this much I can write F, and 4 is left. So, it is F by 4. So, your force is going to be 1/4. So, your force is going to be 1/4 of the previous one. So, if for vacuum the force is F, if the for vacuum force is Fb, then for dielectric medium of dielectric constant 4, then it is going to be Fb by 4. Okay, so this is going to be your answer. Now, next question is when 10 to the power 14 electrons are removed from a neutral metal sphere, the charge on the sphere becomes. Okay, again I need some explanation. 10 to the power 14 electrons. Okay. So, 10 to the power 14 electrons is removed. So, 1 electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So, 10 to the power 14 electron is going to be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 10 to the power 14 coulomb charge. That means 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb, and it can be written as 16 into 10 to the power minus 6. Also, your this is your equally correct answer. 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 5 you can write. This much coulomb charge is generated if this electron is removed. This much 10 to the power 14 number of electrons is removed from a sphere, and that sphere becomes positively charged because electron is removed. So, from any place if electron is removed, that becomes positively charged. And so, what will be the amount of that positive charge? It is going to be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, or can be written as 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 5 coulomb. 16 into 10 to the power minus 6 or 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. This could be written as 16 microcoulomb. 10 to the power minus 6 stands for micro. So, 16 microcoulomb. 16 microcoulomb charge is generated. Positive charge is generated from where the electrons is liberated. When electron leaves a place, a positive charge is created, and the place where electrons is migrated, that becomes negatively charged. So, here from a sphere 10 to the power 14 electrons are removed. So, the place from where these electrons are removed becomes positively charged, and what will be the amount of that positive charge? That is going to be 16 microcoulomb. Okay. So, going to next question.